When it comes to pole fishing, an 11.5 metre pole covers you for so many options right across the board, from where you're targeting carp and other species on your commercials, right across the board to your natural waters as well. So let me talk to you in a little bit more detail about the Aero X1. Now, as with all the poles within the Aero range, the X1 has an enhanced taper, and what this gives the pole is that stiffness, that recovery, that strength, that control, and of course, that superior balance. This also has the alignment system. So in order to get the full potential out of the carbon and the balance of the pole, especially when you're fishing it at its longer lengths, it's simply a case of lining up all the arrows on the sections, and this gives you the full potential of the pole's ability. The Aero joint system is a brilliant idea, and it's implemented into every single pole within the Aero range simply because of its advantages. For a start, it improves the longevity of the pole. It minimises wear on the sections, especially lower down on the pole where you're breaking down on a regular basis near the top kit area. This really does prevent wear on the male and the female sections, but what it also does, it prevents the sections from sticking. Yet at the same time, when you're fishing the pole at its full length, and especially on commercials where you might be fishing shallow and flicking a rig over on the surface to make that noise, it prevents the sections from coming loose. Ultrasound sanding finish really does complement the pole itself, and what I mean by that is when it comes to pole fishing, regardless of what pole you're actually using, the smoother it is through your fingertips, the more efficient you are as an angler, and especially when you're fishing with a little kinder pot on the end of your pole or a big pot and you're wanting to deliver that bait accurately with no bait dropping out of that pot apart from exactly where you want it to go. That's exactly what you get from that ultrasound sanding. And of course, that whole process of shipping the pole backwards and forwards prevents minimal tangles with your rig and also correct bait presentation. All the top kits are interchangeable, as it is with the X1 as well. So if you were to buy this package, if you want to expand your choice of top kits, which is really important if you are a versatile angler and you just don't want power kits for margin fishing or heavier grade elastics for bigger carp on your commercials, but you might be wanting some lighter elastics. Let's say, for example, you might want to invest in some match kits for light roach elastics on your natural waterway systems. This is the beauty about the interchangeable principle with all the top kits in the range. So let's talk in a little bit more detail about the Aero X1 pole package. Now, for a start, it's an 11.5 metre pole, but if you wanted to buy it in the 10 metre version, that is also available, especially if it suits your style of fishing. The package itself, you get the 11.5 metre pole, you also get a spare super power top kit, which is rated up to a size 20 elastic, plus you also get a super power top kit in the pole itself. So that's two top kits. You also get a cupping kit, you also get a reversible butt extension, and it comes delivered to you in a protective pole holdall. Well, let's talk about the backbone in a pole. At the end of the day, this is a strong pole. It's got great balance, it's extremely stiff, so therefore it suits all styles of fishing. So whether you're a commercial angler and you want to go on your local commercial water, you want to fish 11.5 metres out in front of you on the bottom, or shallow targeting big weights of carp and F1s, this is absolutely perfect. Yet at the same time, coming onto your short line, fishing at the bottom near the side shelf, fishing down the margins next to cover, because this pole's got so much strength, it is so versatile. Yet at the same time, if you're a natural angler and you want a pole with a bit of authority for fishing lakes and rivers and canals, this is absolutely perfect because the recovery on this pole is incredible. So we've literally got a pole here that does everything. So if you're a beginner and you really want to master the art of pole fishing, but also get full enjoyment out of pole fishing whilst you're learning, it literally covers you for so many options, whether you're fishing on a commercial or a natural water, but it gives you that opportunity to get a true feeling of what pole fishing is about because it's so well balanced. And then when you get a bit better at your pole fishing, you feel like you want to upgrade, then you can possibly think about investing your money into an X2 or even an X3 or above that. Yet at the same time, if you're fishing abroad where you're stipulated to fish to a specific length of, let's say, 11.5 meters or even 10 meters due to the venue that you're on or the country that you're fishing in, this is the pole for you. So there we have it, the Aero X1. Let me tell you, this is such a versatile pole. So if you're really into your pole fishing, yet at the same time you want to really start up pole fishing and figure out what it's all about, this is the pole to get. So check out the Aero X1.